Vince McMahon, the former owner of World Wrestling Entertainment, is back in the news again. Say what you will about Vince McMahon. Unarguably, he is a genius in his own right. Without him, the conglomerate that he was forced to resign from would never be where it is today, the juggernaut. So many individuals have come through World Wrestling Entertainment, or World Wrestling Federation as it was known back in the day. Tyrone Bowman Live. According to GiveMeSport, the headline reads in an article written by Joshua Waite, Vince McMahon looks borderline unrecognizable in new rare photo. The new photo of Vince McMahon has stunned plenty of WWE fans. Vince McMahon has been involved in the wrestling business for over 50 years, and chaos has usually followed, from accusations of supplying steroids to multiple sexual misconduct allegations, and more recently, a driving offense that saw his Bentley slam into the back of a BMW in Connecticut. The former WWE boss has rarely stayed out of the headlines. After officially stepping away from WWE and TKO early last year, following his involvement in the Janelle Grant sexual assault lawsuit, McMahon has kept a relatively low profile. He recently founded a new company, however, called 14th and 1, signaling perhaps a new chapter in sports entertainment. However, McMahon is set to reappear on screen as part of TMZ's upcoming special, The Real Hulk Hogan, on the 12th of August. The program will pay tribute to Hulk Hogan's legendary career following his death on the 24th of July at the age of 71, and will feature big names such as Sylvester Stallone, Mick Foley, Bill Goldberg, Jimmy Hart, Jacob Fatu, and more. And we'll find out exactly what all this is about. This is probably a stock photo of McMahon some time ago, and I'm going to show you the more recent photo in a few moments. So what has McMahon been up to? A new image of McMahon from his TMZ interview has surfaced on X, and fans can hardly believe it is him, while many may have already cited his noticeably altered appearance in recent years with clear signs of cosmetic surgery. This latest image seems to take things a step further. Sporting salt and pepper hair and a blue suit, the 78-year-old looks significantly older and almost unrecognizable compared to his last public appearance with WWE. Social media users have been quick to comment on his new look, with one posting, quote, "He appears to be dyeing the sides of his hair, but not the top. In an ironic twist, shaving his mustache added 15 years to him. What happened to his face?" So here's a recent photo of McMahon on X. So let me show you McMahon. And this photo is from his upcoming Hulk Hogan interview. So this is how McMahon looks today, compared to the photo of him that I showed you earlier. It's clearly indicated something is going on with McMahon. All right, let's get back to the story. So the question is Vince McMahon done with pro wrestling? McMahon's future in professional wrestling remains uncertain, but not everyone believes his story is over. WWE and AEW veteran commentator Jim Ross recently discussed the subject on his Grilling JR podcast, suggesting that McMahon may still have one more run left in the industry. Quote, "He can be his own worst enemy. He's very hard-headed, very stubborn. He's also still very brilliant," Ross said. I just don't think we've heard the last of him in the pro wrestling space. I don't know where it's. I don't have any inside information, but I just think that he hasn't sung his last song. He still got it, quite frankly. It's in his blood, Conrad. It's what he built. And what did he build? Because he's called the godfather of the whole genre. He built the world's largest sports entertainment company. And McMahon has probably made more millionaires, probably a couple billionaires, than any other wrestling organization in the world. He bought out all his competitors. He destroyed them, in fact, until he became the only one left standing. He paid over $1 billion plus to Ted Turner to purchase WCW, World Championship Wrestling. So Ross says, so why wouldn't one assume that he's going to make another foray into the world? Now, this is probably how we remember McMahon back in the day when he played the character of Mr. McMahon. So he's 78 years old. Of course, you're going to show signs of aging at that age. For now, fans will be waiting on McMahon's appearance in The Real Hulk Hogan, with many curious to see not only what he says, but how much he has changed. Whether he uses the opportunity to reflect on his decades of friendship with Hogan, addresses his current standing in the wrestling world, or simply pay tribute to one of the industry's most iconic figures, the interviews will be the most we have seen or heard from McMahon in many months. Well, you know what? Rightfully so. He should pay tribute to Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan was his guy, during that era. And it will be interesting to see and hear what McMahon has to say as he's going through all these different changes as he advances, continually in older age. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for now, and I'll be back with some more videos right after this. Never surrender, never quit.